We did it again. The profiteering freaking nuclear run just continues, guys. We're doing it every day. Doesn't mean it's always going to be this good, but man, we're going to enjoy this freaking ride. Congrats to all the guys who signed up on the weekend pass. Let's talk some freaking baseball. Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Keystone. Make sure you guys do me a quick favor before we even get started. You guys did real good on the likes yesterday. It's funny, I call it out a little bit, and all of a sudden we get some likes. I love it. I do apologize I didn't get this out later. I literally passed out waiting for one of these pitcher lines I'm about to give you. So I will try to speed this up, and I will just tell you very quickly that, guys, the VIP this is all we do is print cash. So congrats. I literally gave out a $30 weekend pass, told you it was going to be a jam-packed, a weekend. We're going to have a ton of plays on DFS on the books. Basically the way you got to view that, it's like basically making, one extra bet to me for doing all this legwork, doing all this research, doing all this time. I mean, it was a freaking bargain. And the guys who signed up, once again, they got rewarded. This was the last play of the slip we hit. It was a tale of 2 days. The first half, guys probably signed up. They're probably thinking, damn, we just missed every play by one. But even the ones we missed, we were literally going 3 out of 4, 2 out of 3. They were close. And then all the good luck started coming in later at night. This was another example. We had this hockey play, 10x our money. Okay. Now we had, I think it's 5 others, maybe it's 5 total slips. So, but that would be 125 in. Look at what we did. We just doubled our money. Okay. I gave this play out for free because you guys did get on the likes. I also gave out another chalkboard play. We'll get into that. Actually, you know what? Let me go this way. I think I did this wrong. This was that play right here. Now, Meyer got it the second to last at bat he faced. So this was close. This is a plus money play. We only put 25 bucks on it, quarter unit. Don't go as aggressive on these because it paid so well. So, yeah, it was unfortunate. And the only walk that Lugo had was actually a intentional walk. So there was that. And then, like I said, the plays weren't missing. This is the first game that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander didn't have at least 50 PRA against the Houston Rockets. So somehow the memo I missed that the Bulls and the Trailblazers were playing. I literally was like looking through these lines and I didn't even see that game. I don't know if DraftKings didn't have it or something, or maybe they were adjusting lines when I happened to be going through there. But yeah, we would have absolutely hit if I would have got access to that. So gave this play out for free. Like I said, we have this cooking. This concludes today. So guys, remember I tell you there's free picks in the recap sometimes. Those are 2 free picks. Okay. The fight time on this Gurley fight, and then Barbosa to get a finish. Those are 2 free picks. It pays to watch the recaps. I mean, maybe the sight of like money in green just bugs some guys. They want to skip ahead or something. I don't know. But yeah, this was one I felt like we got a little lucky on. But great read. Edmund literally hit a homer in the top of the 9th. So we got this done. I don't remember if there was a boost on this one or not. And then we missed another one on DraftKings. But once again, when you're hitting 8x your money, guys, okay, like look what the weekend pass just basically did with two slips. That's $450, on a $30 pass. And we still got the rest of the weekend to go. We kicked sleepers ass too. Okay. This was what I like on these boost plays. I like to make them what I think are like high probability things. Even if we get paid less, we just do the max bet, which is 30 on these boosts. Easy hit here, almost paid $100, so 70 in profit. Marte ended up getting hurt, but we thank God he got this hit. And I almost did this backwards. I almost did Carroll to get a hit and him to get 2 hits, runs, RBIs. But then I saw that Carroll was actually leading off and he was batting second, so I actually kind of liked this more. So yeah, another easy hit. Another 75 in profit on a higher probability this guy to get a hit. Just kind of taxing on there. This was the free play I gave you guys. Now that's 4 out of the last 5 on chalkboard that I've given you guys that have cashed. 4 out of 5 on chalkboard. Now Dabble, we keep missing by 1. If you really want to take this seriously and actually start making side hustle money like all my VIPs do, and then some, like pretty soon, like some of these guys are literally about to quit their freaking day jobs because they're printing so much cash. You got to get all the apps, man. I'm telling you, you have to take chalkboard seriously. It's a great app. It's actually one of my favorites. So we'll get into that in a sec. That's the free play I got for you guys today. But the winning just keeps continuing. If you're a books user, I told you this pass is great for you too. I'm gonna have a couple UFC bets today, guys. It's not too late to go get that weekend pass I promoted yesterday. I'll leave it down in the description. It's not too late. I mean, we have 2 full days of bets yet on that pass. So yeah, this was about 2 units in profit right here on the books. This was another 3 or 4 slip. You know, unlike a lot of people on YouTube, I'll actually show you guys losers too, because we do have them. But you can see we're good read. Jazz almost got back up in the I think it was the top of the 9th. Yeah, almost had his 6th at bat. Guy went 0 for 5. So unfortunate. And then this was I literally picked like the 2 Cardinals that didn't get 2 hits, runs, RBIs. Top of the order really got it done. This was another one. If we would attack the 6x slip on, it would have been huge. And they went on a crazy rally in the 9th inning to like this guy got out, and that was the first out of the 9th inning. It got all the way back in the order to him where he was like almost back up. It was crazy. They went on a nice little rally. And then this was the guy that would have been up if the one dude, I mean, he grounded into a double play. Whoever bats, I forget who it was. The guy who bats, I think it was the catcher, Herrera, this guy right here. He grounded into a double play to end the game. If he would have just got 1 out, this guy would have had a chance to come up with the freaking bases loaded. We might have actually hit this. So, I mean, you know, good reads all around on the game in general. I hope it helped you guys make some money. Just remember, when I put out a slip like this, you can do whatever you want with it. You don't have to just copy it. If you do copy it, there's a lot of people that copied this one yesterday. And it sucks because we were right there. And, you know, like any other freaking Cardinal practically other than those 2, Scott and Walker, got it done. So anyways, let's get into the picks today. You know, the nuclear run on Dabble continues. You can see all these winners. So let me make this a little bigger for you guys. We added on to this, you know, I think it's 10, 11 days now of the Hall of Fame run. You see these, look at these 31x hits, 10x hits, 10x hits. What's this one? Oh, 26, 5, 5, another 10, another 6. This is all in 11 days. So this one was the one from last night that we tacked onto this one. So I will have a dabble play for you guys. You're just going to get it via Winnable today because I'm not going to waste too much time. I wanted to try to keep this video right around 10, 12 minutes and get this uploaded to you guys as quickly as possible. So like I said, if you need to get Chalkboard, it's important you guys understand the reason I push these apps. This is how I'm able to help you guys and make free content video. I mean, like I said, we've hit 4 out of the last 5. We got very close on Dabble yesterday. And I would just hope in return that, you know, if you decide you do need to sign up for that app, you help your boy out. You know, don't go use some guy that's got like, you know, million subscribers on YouTube, man. Trust me, that guy doesn't need it. It's the guys that are up and coming, trying to get in front of a broader audience. And actually, most of the time, we're the ones that are actually trying to actually help you guys win money. So return the favor, use the link below, promo code SBAA. They give me a cut, guys. I mean, I don't think anybody knows that it's not a secret out there. All these apps do it. Anytime you see a code, anybody that uses that, they give us a little cut for you guys signing up. Don't view it as like, you know, that. View it as like, hey, you're getting $100 free and you're getting a free square to tack on any play you want. So let's get into the pick. Pick number 1, probably going to be a decently popular one today, I would imagine. And it's really just matchups. If we find that game, where is there? Okay, so Bailey Ober, he's taken on the Astros. Now the Astros, like last year, were like one of the least amount of strikeouts per game per team. Like they were low. They were hard to strike out. But they got Christian Walker, and this guy's literally chipping in 2 a game, like to a lot of these starters. So I think this is a pretty good spot to back him against this current Astros roster. That includes Christian Walker. He's got a 27% lifetime K rate. That's pretty freaking rock solid. And that's, you know, pretty solid sample size too. 33 plate appearances, you know, spread out over that. So if we look at the team, so he's playing the Astros, like I mentioned. If we look at the Astros, they're actually striking out 9.43 times per game. That's top third of the league. That's 9th overall. And I read some stats earlier that in 4 straight games, the Astros have given up 6 Ks to Joe Ryan, 6 Ks to Jordan Hicks. We were on Logan Webb, if you remember. That was one of our winners. 6 Ks to him for the Giants. And then I forget the other guy's name. It was I can't remember, to be honest. But it's 4 straight games. And Ober's been pretty solid. You know, we're looking at about a 9.5 per 9 K rate going back to last season. That's pretty freaking solid. So that's going to be Pick number 1, I think as long as he doesn't get knocked out of this game early, I feel like if he pitches, 5, 6 innings, we should hit this easy. And, when he gets to about 80 pitches, he's crushing this line. So that's pick number 1. Pick number 2, also going to be a matchup play. Eduardo, pretty solid. We can show you on the hit rates too over here. It's like Bailey over 65%. I mean, this is a pretty solid strikeout guy here. Okay. And then Eduardo, this one's a little more juiced. That one was a little more right at an even money play. 4.5 strikeouts, -140 on the books. You can see it's a 70% hit rate. If we go back to Baseball Saving and find him, you're looking right at a really meaty 25% K rate. Once again, pretty solid sample size here. The walk rate is a little higher here, but the Nationals are striking out a lot too. In fact, they are striking out third most in the majors at 10.43 a game. There's not enough data to really say, like we can tack on the left-handed factor, but I think it's even a little higher, but there's just not enough. On average, guys, if you're really new to baseball, there's just simply more righties than there are lefties in Major League Baseball. So naturally, a team is always going to strike out more to right-handed pitching. So what you really want to find is how much they're striking out per game to these right-handed or left-handed to the southpaws. Okay. So I think this is a good spot. I feel good about this slip. Like I said, we won 4 out of the last 5 on chalkboard. This is I went a half unit today, not 3/4 of a unit. Almost pays 3x, which is pretty good. You're gonna have a hard time finding these lines and this payout anywhere else. I promise you guys. This is what I literally do for a living. There's like there's some apps I don't have, but I have most of them. I've been a consumer on them for a long time. And this is the best part. I got a home run lean for you guys today, and then I'm gonna jam and get this uploaded. It's going to be a chalky one too, I guarantee you, but I'll show you why. But I want to point this out. You see how it says cash out down here? They're the first ones to do this. So what you can do, it's actually kind of genius, I think. So say you have a couple of home run guys you like today, and say you want to build chalkboard pays by far the most for homers. Don't set them on sleeper. Better sometimes you can find them for good payouts. Chalkboard for homers, fantastic. It's the closest payouts you'll get to the actual sports books, 100%. And say you set like 3 guys, like a long shot for you want to throw $10 on it to win, like, I don't know, whatever it pays, like $540 or something. Well, what I would recommend doing when you're going to do that on a 3-leg parlay, I wouldn't set it for 10. I would set the exact same play twice for 5. And then in the chance that you hit, your 2 guys actually hit early, you're going to have that nighttime guy or whoever the last one to go is. You're going to get a pretty solid cash out offer on getting 2 home runs with a guy that's, probably likely to hit one. I can give you an example like Judge and Ohtani. They're very chalky every day. I think this is a good day to back them. I really do, especially Aaron Judge. So just keep that in mind. And then what you would do, say you had a $5 bet that was, it was supposed to pay $250. Well, after you hit 2 of them, they might give you a cash out for like $140, literally, or like $130. Who knows? And then that's still better than what the flex would be if you ended up missing that anyways. So you cash one out and you let the other one ride. That's my idea. Chalkboard. Nobody does the cash out like Chalkboard does, guys. I'm telling you, it's literally one of my top apps. This one and Dabble, my favorite apps to use. You're talking just pure lines. You can find any line you want on this site. They're better than anyone. If you're talking just lines, Dabble, I have to go, pick around sometimes with baseball and stuff like to find exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, get on Chalkboard, and then we'll go over here and look at this real quick. Okay, so let me make sure this is refreshed. Now, there was one game that really stood out today for home runs, and it's the Yankees. They're on the road. They're going to get 5 at-bats, light up Judge for hits, runs, RBIs, bags, and take some home run shots. This is 15%. Likely, it's going to be humid out there. You have a very strong middle current wind that's going to be pushing from right to left. Judge is right-handed, and he's getting a left-handed pitcher today that I think he's had some success against. I honestly can't remember or not. We can go look at that in a sec, but it's a perfect setup for a big, powerful right-handed hitter to take out a shot. PNC Park, honestly, it's usually not like a big hitter's ballpark. I mean, it's like probably average or kind of even favors the pitchers a little bit. You can see how this wall actually comes out right here in left field. But when Judge smacks him, it ain't gonna matter. And if the wind is carrying this, it doesn't matter what these numbers are. 400, he'll blast this ball. So I think there's a good chance it's very juiced. We can look actually. Let's go take a look at that game. So Bailey Falter, he's actually never faced Aaron Judge. So yeah, Goldschmidt 7 for 3, Bellinger 3 for 4. You know, another guy that's been hot is Anthony Volpe. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. That's another guy you could look into here for sure. He's been hot. He had. I watched part of that game yesterday. He had some good contact. And it was one of those winners for us. So, anyways, guys, get on the VIP. You know, it's a weekend pass. It's this one right here. Literally, like you saw with all the slips too. Can't guarantee I'm gonna do it, you know, every single day, but I think we're up to 14 or 15 straight days of profit, which is actually insane in this industry. It really is insane. Because guys, what you have to understand when you come look at all these dabble slips up here, we don't have to win every day. In fact, I could literally send us to the fucking dumpster fire for a week and we will still be up massive amounts of units on the month of April because of all this success right here. So just keep that in mind when you come in. So I always kind of tell guys like the best pass you could ever get on is just a month because it pays for itself usually within the first week. Times like yesterday, I would have paid for it literally in the first day practically. And then you get to experience like this is a long-term game what we do on my VIP. If you have like a all-in or short-term attitude, it's not for you. If you want to win, like imagine if I told you like you could place a, you know, say you had 50 bucks to play with. And, you know, like I've had some guys come and ask me like, hey, what's your top play? I'm like, I don't have one. Just, you know, I like them all. And he's like, yeah, but what's your like top one? I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't have a top play. Just play them all. A lot of these guys will have the attitude of like they'd rather put 50 on one play and try to get lucky, where it's like, don't do that. Like just put $5 on all the plays and that's your $50. And then when we win some, do the same thing again tomorrow. And all of a sudden your wins will start compounding and you'll be able to raise that $5 bet to $10 and then so on and so on and so on. And, you know, it works, guys, but it's a long-term game. So like, you know, like the average mindset I feel like is like if you could, you know, get lucky and hit 500 bucks once in 30 days and it's some weird illusion in your head that you're a winner. Where if I can help you literally chip away and make, you know, like anywhere from, you know, $30 to $100 a day in $10 betting, $5 betting. Imagine if we can make $30 to $100 a day. That'd be an extra, you know, 2-3 grand every single month consistently. So that's all I got for you. Let's make sure you're on the winnable free plan too. Just get on the VIP so you get all the slips. But I will have, I'll send out a play for you guys today if I can find one on Dabble as promised. So, hey guys, real quick, I had to add this on because I got a text as I was going through the editing process. Mike from Rhode Island, I did an interview with him right here. In fact, you know, if you have any reservations whatsoever, I have 3, I think, maybe of these client interviews that I'll put in a playlist. I'll make a playlist, but you should check these out. These are kind of things you can just listen to when you're driving to work in the morning. It'll give you a lot of confidence. But today's Mike's birthday. He turned 40 years old today, and he texted me and said, dude, what a fucking way to start my 40th birthday with all the wins last night. So this guy gets it. He's fucking printing cash. He's betting more per slip than I am. So he's really, really been printing cash since he's been on the VIP. Worth your time to go check this out. And yeah, so you know, I got 3 strangers now that have agreed to do an interview with me. And you know, if you got on like even the weekend pass and you kicked ass last night and you want to do an interview, let me know. I always incentivize you guys to do it. So if you want to do that, there's a number down in the description. Just shoot me a text. Say, hey, Keith, you know, I've been on the VIP for X amount of time. Fucking dude, you've been making me a ton of money, even if it was literally the first day, you know. Yeah, 100% we can do an interview and you can let everybody know how you did and how much money you made. And you can even get on YouTube so people can watch it. So check this out with Mike. Happy birthday, brother. Glad you've been kicking some serious ass. There's nothing I love more than making the guys that are with me and believe in me money. So peace.